What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since I have done a makeup tutorial, so that's what this video is. It's a fall glam makeup look. I hope you guys enjoy it. I am so excited to be doing a makeup look because that's what I started this channel for. I'm gonna try and do more makeup tutorials for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what different looks you want me to do, and I will get on that, I promise. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. My face is feeling a little dry, so I'm gonna add this MAC Fix Plus just to bring the moisture back in, and it's going to create a nice base. Ooh. For my base, I want it to be nice and glowy, so I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. I'm just going to use my hands for this, taking a generous size amount too, and blending this into my cheeks and forehead. Now for foundation, I'm taking the new Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. This is a really nice medium to full coverage foundation. You can definitely add more if you want a little bit more coverage. I'm gonna keep it really medium coverage today just because I want the focus to be on our eyes. I like to take the product and start in the middle of my face and then blend whatever's left outwards just so that the most amount of products consisted in the center where I need the most coverage. I want my face to look flawless but not, you know, doll-like. I love the finish of that foundation. It doesn't feel like I'm really wearing anything either, which is great. Moving on to concealer, this is the Hynt Beauty Concealer, the Duet Perfecting Concealer in DC02 Light. I'm going to take this with my finger just because I feel like it blends out a lot better, and then I'll go over it with my Beauty Blender. Now taking the Beauty Blender and just softening up the edges, making sure that it's blending into the foundation really nicely. I also might take the smallest amount and put it right under my nose and my chin just to brighten those areas because this concealer is quite brightening as well as great for coverage. So just want to balance out under my eyes with the center of my face as well. This product is new for me. It's from NudeStix and it's the all over face color in Bondi Bae. So I'm going to contour with this. Put it on the outskirts of my face. I don't know if I'm supposed to blend it out with my finger or a beauty blender, but it actually blends out really nicely with your finger, so I think I'll just stick with that. That went on really beautifully and it's a nice color. It's not too orange and it's not too ashy. I also find with products that you like swipe on, they normally take off your makeup underneath, and this one is just blending beautifully on top, so that is a major plus. I feel like I haven't contoured my nose in so long, so why not? Even rubbing it in, it doesn't take off my foundation. Love this product. I'm gonna get a couple more colors because this one has been a hit. To set that all in place, I'm taking my favorite setting powder at the moment, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder Under Eye and Face. I feel like the under eye and face should be before Magic Powder, but this stuff is so nice. It really sets it in place, but it doesn't make it look powdery. I'm just gonna put this probably a little bit everywhere just because that contour is a cream as well. So I'm gonna put a powder bronzer on top, but I'm lightly gonna go over it with this just to secure it in place. Now that bronzing stick didn't have any shimmer in it, so I'm gonna go in with this Hourglass Bronzer. It's the Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. I'm just gonna take it on a large stippling brush and go over the contouring that I previously did. This has the tiniest bit of gleam to it. Is gleam the right word? It's not shimmer, it's not sparkle. I would hardly even say glow, but there's like a skin-like radiance to this powder. Skin-like radiance, I feel like that's a better word than gleam. My favorite step to any routine is blush. I love blush. You guys know that if you've been watching my videos for a long time. I go a little crazy when it comes to blush. This one is newer to me as well. It's great for fall. It has such pretty tones, autumnal tones to it. It's called Coppertone. It's a nice matte shade. And I'm gonna just blend that onto the high parts of my cheek, and then we're gonna take a different blush to go onto the apples of our cheek. A little bit on my eyelid. You guys know the drill. And then for a nice pop of sheen, I'm gonna take the new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Blusher. It is gorgeous. I've been wearing this nonstop. So the way she does it is swirls it around the color, pop it in the center, and this one actually has a little bit of sheen in the center. It's a really pale, pale, pale pink color. I'm gonna top that right on the apples, blending upwards. Voila, face is done. I'm not gonna put a separate highlighter on. That highlighter from the blush is so subtle and really beautiful. And I feel like fall, you kind of want to double back into the matte satin, more skin-like finishes. Of course, you can go crazy with highlighter if you want. That's totally personal preference. But for me, I'm gonna focus on eyes and lips today, not so much a highlighter. So we're gonna move on to eyebrows. Taking this new little contraption from Benefit. It reminds me of those like colorful pens you had in high school that you could put up the different color, but it was all in one. Do you guys remember those? I don't know. So it's basically the same concept. There's a whole bunch of different shades in this one pencil. So there's a lighter shade for the front of your brow, a darker shade for the ends of your brow. I'm actually just gonna take the deeper shade because I normally don't use two shades on my brows, I just use one. This is in the shade Blonde Light, by the way. So I'm gonna take the darker one and put some brow-like flicks at the ends here. I feel like my brows have been doing pretty good. I kind of made them a little bit straighter than normal, so I've just taken up some hairs right here just to lift my lid because I felt like it was drooping a little bit. But this is great because it's very fine tip, so you can really get into those sparse areas. Taking the highlighter shade now, I'm just gonna lightly put that underneath my brow to define it. That is my brows done. I have been loving that product. I feel like my brows have never looked better. Moving on to eyes, finally, I'm going to take the new Pillow Talk Quad from Charlotte Tilbury. Again, these colors are stunning, absolutely gorgeous. They have more of that pinky blush tone to them. And I feel like pinks are really big this autumn, so we're going to bring that in. Taking the shade right up here, it's definitely the pinkest shade in the palette. And I'm going to put this right in my crease, blending upwards. I'm gonna go back in and just deepen it up a little bit more, but kind of keeping it right in my crease and blending down onto my lid rather than up. Now dipping into that darker shade that's just right underneath, we're gonna further deepen up this look, keeping it mostly at the outer corner. You know what, I actually might put a little bit in the, no, outer corner. Changed my mind. I feel like this look is very wearable. You can amp it up a little bit more with lashes, which we're gonna do today. Why not? I haven't filmed a makeup tutorial in ages, so let's go all out. Now dipping into this NARS Atomic Blonde palette. This palette is gorgeous. Oh, I can't even open it. Gorgeous. It has a bronzer, a highlighter, and then 4 gorgeous shimmery shades at the bottom. This one has a little bit of like a, I feel like a greeny tint. This one's like a perfect copper, more of a bronze, and then like a pinky champagne color. Oh, I don't know which one. I'm gonna take this coppery shade right here on my finger and pop that at the outer corner of my eye because I want to use a different shade in the inner corner. Now I'm gonna take this, I feel like it's more of a rose gold shade actually. I'm gonna take this shade also on my finger, pop that in the center / inner corner. Really gorgeous. You could take this on a brush with a little bit of Fix Plus and that would make it like foil-like, but I don't want to go too crazy. I want to concentrate it in the inner corner and then lightly tap it up. I'm going to break out some black gel liner. This is Sigma Wicked Liner and I'm going to use it with a fine brush. This is also Sigma, the small eyeliner E10 brush. We're going to attempt to do a small wing. I feel like every time I say that, it turns into something a lot bigger. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna pop on a little bit of mascara. This is the YSL The Curler Volume Effect. I love this mascara, it's hands down my favorite. But I am gonna put on lashes. They're from Pure and they're the Diva ones. I cut them in half though. I always cut my full lashes in half because they always flick up in the front and it just is annoying. So I cut them in half. I'm gonna pop them on in the corners and then I'll be right back. While that is drying, I'm gonna go back to the Atomic Blonde NARS palette and I'm gonna take that coppery shade and pop it on my lower lash line just to kind of finish off the eyes. Lastly is lips, MAC Oral Liner, of course, I use it for every color. And then for my lipstick, I'm gonna take this YSL Rouge Pure Couture in 81. That's it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.